Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I will be heading into Norway and driving along the Atlantic Highway and then onto Trollstigen and back down the other side. So please like and subscribe and share, as it really goes a long way to help the channel, and I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Let's just jump right in. Welcome to owmyback-packing. I'm Heather, an over 50s traveller, and after 4 months of incredible backpacking in Thailand, I'm back in Europe for the next 5 months, travelling in my little van across the beautiful continent on a budget. I'll be sharing real honest moments of life on the road, staying true to my backpacking spirit. Stay tuned as I explore hidden gems, meet amazing people and embrace the freedom of van life. Let's get going and find that sun. I am going to head along to the Atlantic to Trondheim because in about 2 or 3 days apparently there's going to be a huge change in the weather and it's going to go from 30 degrees to about 15 and raining. So I thought I'd really like to see the Atlantic Highway in decent weather so that hopefully I can maybe see some seals. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, as soon as I've crossed the border, number one is I'm an idiot and I should have refueled in Sweden because it's much more expensive here in Norway. And number two, again, how does the landscape change so dramatically the minute you go through a political border? I've gone from beautiful countryside, it's all mountains now. It's great. So I just pulled over to park for the night. Tomorrow I think I'm going to head into Trondheim, but for now I'm parked in this glorious car park. Have a look. Just terrific, but it's fine. It's a great big car park. It's free. It's fine. It's too late. Can't be bothered to look any further. And just over there is the sea. It's just a 2-minute walk from the bus and I'm at the sea. So I think tomorrow I'm going to head further down the coast and head to the Atlantic Highway, and then we'll see what happens before the weather changes. Good morning. Today's first job is to find a launderette, and they're very few and far between out here. So I've seen a couple in Trondheim along where the marinas are, so I'm hoping I might find somewhere along there. Right, I'm on a bit of a wild goose chase. Laundry number 1 doesn't exist. Laundry number 3 works, it's real. The second one was a dry cleaners, first one didn't exist. So I've chucked all my stuff in the machine and I'm going to just sit by this lovely little harbour. Really beautiful, and wait half an hour for my washing. I've just noticed one thing with Norway which is quite funny. I'm only 5'2" and I feel like a gnome here. I mean, I always feel short, but ridiculously short here. I think the average person's about 6'4", and that's just the women. So I've just been into this little ice cream shop and managed to get 2 scoops of ice cream for €8. Welcome to Norway. So Norway is a stunning country, but the downside is the prices. I've just had to pay €20 just to park so I can do the laundry, and then it's another €7 for the laundry to be washed, then another 4 for drying, and 7 for an ice cream. So as much as it's beautiful here, I'm not going to be able to stay too long. Even he's running out of diesel. I know I'm complaining about the money here. I'm not complaining, it's just I would love to be able to stay longer. It's just stunning. And sadly, it's for the budget that I have, well and truly over that. It's just sad. That's all. Not moaning, just sad. Just about to get on my first Fjord ferry. To pay for the ferries in Norway automatically, you can use Ferry Pass, which is a website, and you register with them and it will automatically deduct the money. Because you don't have a lot of choice as you come down a hill like this, and there's just water. Norway has over 1,000 fjords. These ferries are not just a lifeline for remote communities, but also an incredibly budget-friendly way to experience the fjords from the water. I've just pulled over on the side of the road to grab a drink and to mount this to the front of the bus so that I can drive along the Atlantic Highway, which is about 8 k's long, and it drives right through the middle of the ocean, which is amazing, and it links up a couple of islands, and I think it was built in '89, so it's quite new, but looks pretty epic. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this on the front and hope that we get to see some wildlife.
I could probably use some heartbreak to get moving. Tired of the way you let me down. You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down. So
Atlantic Road, as you saw, and as you also probably saw, it was absolutely packed with camper vans, and that's the problem coming up here at this time of year, is I'm not the only one in a camper van, the whole place is full of them. So I want to go to Trollstigen, which is quite a drive. It's about another 2.5 hour drive from where I am, and I'm kind of thinking that's also going to be full of coaches and camper vans and cars. And in about 24 hours the weather's going to change dramatically, so I've got a plan. I'm going to drive there tonight, and I should get there around midnight, and I'm going to do the whole road in the middle of the night, and hopefully there won't be too many people around, and hopefully I won't hold up too many cars with my little van chugging up the hill. So let's see if it's a success or a complete failure. Okay, this is the start of the Trollstigen, or Troll's Path. This iconic road was opened in 1936 and was built to connect the valleys of Romsdalen and Valdal. It's famous for its 11 hairpin bends and breathtaking views. The road climbs up about 850 metres above sea level and stretches for around 18 kilometres. This has got to be the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my God. The construction was quite a feat, with the road winding its way up the steep mountainside. So buckle up and let's enjoy it. So we made it to the top. Little girl here, look, she made it. But check this out, like about 10 metres from the bus. That is snow. And it's still light, as you can see. Well, good morning. I've just woken up to this beautiful sight behind me. And it's still glorious weather. Look at that snow up there. It's getting really busy up here now. As you can see, there's campers everywhere. Look, cars everywhere. So I'm going to head up and have a look at the viewpoint, and then I'm going to get out of here because it's getting nuts. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and apparently it's complete bedlam by about 11. I'm going to walk across the viewpoint, and as you can see, it's really crowded already. Not too bad though. There's a little visitor centre. I can't get out there. Clear that water is mad. Some lunatics are in that water, and I bet that is freezing it straight off the glacier. They've made a lovely little waterfall, and you can go swimming in it apparently. Oh. And this, I think, is the top of the waterfall that was running all the way down last night, which was super powerful. Check this out. I'm going to walk up this steep hill and see if I can see the road that I drove up last night. Sun coming up, not that it really went down. That's the road there in the distance. Now you can really see the road. Look at that. The reality of climbing up those stairs that most people don't show you on YouTube is that's a long bloody way. And this is the car park an hour later, so if you're coming up, make the effort to get up really early because it's crazy busy now. There's lots of coaches turning up. So I'm going to jump back in the bus and head down the other side, and apparently there is a fjord at the bottom of this long windy road. It's these little things that make living in a camper van just amazing. I'm making a coffee in the mountains and I'm going to go and drink it by an amazing view. Now I've got my coffee. Check out my view. And that is a view to die for. And looking how steep the road is, it's a possibility. So the fjord down there is 630 metres down, and that mountain up there is 1,800. If you like trekking and hiking, this place would be amazing. There's treks everywhere, all throughout the mountains. As you well know, that's not my cup of tea. I like to drive. The road we've just driven down, all the way down there. Check out that. Mind you, the brakes need cooling down now. This place is absolute paradise. I just, honestly, it's taking my breath away. There's the snow up there, right next to that. Look at that. Absolutely glorious. And I think I might even be able to put my feet in here. And I bet it is freezing. Made it in up to my ankles. That is it. It is freezing. It's so cold. Fantastic day up here in the mountains, driving along by the Fjord and then right over the top and Trollstigen and then back down the other side, which I'm still doing at the moment. I'm heading down. The weather prediction for the next couple of hours is thunderstorms and really heavy rain, so I'm going to head down and try and find somewhere nice and safe to park up for the night. I have found a little spot to park up, and the weather has definitely changed outside now, so I definitely timed that visit really well. I'm really pleased because I managed to get not only the Atlantic Highway done, but I also managed to get Trollstigen completed as well, and it is absolutely fantastic drive. Anyway, I am going to head over the border in the morning to Sweden and spend a few weeks there. Norway has been absolutely fantastic. I'm so pleased I managed to get there with absolutely glorious weather. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you next week.